Hey everyone, welcome back to another deck profile. Today we're doing a deck profile on the great Gren Maju Da Eiza. I think I said that right, I'm not sure. Anyways, this is the deck profile. Now, I did buy this deck from my good friend Jacob, but I did make a few adjustments for a strategy that's more of me. And I kinda liking it, not too many. It's still a pretty good deck. Anyways, let's get into it, guys. Let's dig into this deck. First, you're gonna need 3 of your big boy, 3 of the Gren Maju. The whole thing revolves around him, revolves on making him a big beefy boy, so you just take out your opponent with one big strike. Then we have 1, 2, 3 Eaters of Millions. This card pretty much, when you summon, you can send up to a certain number of cards from your extra deck and banish them, and you get stronger. Plus, he's good for removal, because any monster he attacks is banished instead. So, he's good to get over Dragoon, or high defense point monsters, or anything that you would have a hard time getting over, he just banishes them on attack. Next we have 3 of the Hand Trap Dimensional Shifter. Pretty much you discard this card, and any card that turn that's sent to the graveyard is banished instead. Good for slowing down some of your opponents, and for getting your monster pretty big. Now here is a card I added myself to the deck. 1, Vanity's Ruler. This card was already in here. Fossil Danapatio. 1, Shadal Dragon, and 1, Shadal Kios. Now Vanity's Ruler is to keep your opponent from special summoning monsters. Same goes for the Dino, I'm not about to re-say that name. And the Shadals are in here because it's just kind of like my own little spice to the deck. Plus, when you see some of the spell cards that are in here, you'll understand why my Shadals are in here. They all end up working good for this deck, chaining together, yeah, all that good stuff. Then we have 1 Gizmek Oak Ridge and 1 Constructor Train Signal Red. Now Gizmek's in here, of course, because you could banish 8 cards on top of your deck to special summon them. Then you banish 3 to destroy a card on the field. And the Train is in here because he can delay your opponent for a little bit. When your opponent goes to attack, you can special summon from your hand and change to him as an attack target, and he cannot be destroyed by battle that turn. So, gives you a monster on the field for 1 turn. Plus, I kinda like him, he's kinda cool looking. Now we're getting into the spells. Here's why I have the Shadals in here. 3 Super Polymerizations. Because when it comes to some of the Shadal fusions, all you need is a Shadal on the field and a certain element on the field. And given the fact that your opponent can almost play any element, bam, right there. Or attribute, I'm sorry, attribute, element, it's the same thing, you know what I mean. And get rid of that card. Oop, come here, you trying to escape. Don't be trying to escape during the video. Then we have 2 Cosmic Cyclones for back row removal. We have 2 Pots of Extravagance and 2 Pots of Desires. Good for just draw power and, once again, getting your Gren Maju up to a big beefy boy. The only problem is if you accidentally banish your Gren Maju, that's where things kind of get a little bit dicey, yeah. Then we have 1 Rakeki, 1 Book of Eclipse, and 1 of my favorite field spell, and happy you're going to hate me, Mystic Man. Why? To stall your opponent, of course. Book of Eclipse, put your opponent's cards face down so they can't, use them for link, summon, or anything like that. And can't use their effects. Then Regeki, just simple, destroy all cards on the field. Well, all your opponent's monster cards. It's not Dark Hole. Then we have 3 Solemn Judgments. Just straight no. Your opponent wants to do anything? No. You solemn it. No, 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 no. Denied. Then we have 1, 2, 3 Solemn Strikes. Once again, pretty much a no to special summon or monster effects activate. My problem is, unlike Solemn Judgment, you have to pay a certain number of life points, and if you do not have those life points, you are screwed. But most of the time, you're still fine. Then we're gonna go a bit old school here with 3 compulsory evacuation device. Good for getting your opponent's monster off the field. I'm sorry, you summoned that. Guess what? It goes right back to your hand. Now what are you gonna do? Oh, you have a magic card. I still do this. It's a good card. Then we have 2 torrential tributes. Good for taking out all the monsters on the field. If your opponent thinks he's gonna get a big boy on there. Then we have 1 Imperial Order, 1 Storming Mirror Force, and 1 Solemn Warning. Good trap cards for just stalling your opponent and keeping them from doing stuff. Be like, pop, pop, pop. Nope, ain't happening. You ain't doing nothing to my monsters, to my field at all. Now for the extra deck. Now the extra deck both matters and does not matter. It all depends on how your board's looking at the moment. But like I said, most of the time, you're getting Gren Maju out and he can just smash over everything. Just straight, boom. Let's get to extra deck. First we have 1 pre-print dragon style. I'm not going to try to say that all the way. 1 of the giant genie. That's just what I'm saying. Mud Dragon of the Swamp. 1 Elder Entity Nest. I can't say that. 1 Starving Venom Dragon. 1 El Shaddai Shimeric. 1 El Shaddai Screw it. 1 El Shaddai Construction. 1 El Shaddai Pecalor. Y'all are gonna be laughing at me trying to say all this. Anyways. 1 El Shaddai Winda. These are all the fusion monsters in here, and the reason El Shaddai's in here are obvious because of Super Poly, and they have some good effects that can stall out your opponent. And the others, they're just good fusion monsters to get on the field and shut your opponent down. Or at least make them squirm a little bit. Then we have some link monsters. We have Topic Celaboros, 1 Nightmare Phoenix, 1 Nightmare Unicorn, 1 Burrowlow Dragon, and 1 Nightmare Griffin. Just good genetic link monsters for this deck that help you out of a tight spot. Well guys, that is the this guy deck profile. I can never say his name. I've never been able to say his name correctly. I sound so goofy trying to. I'm gonna try one more time before this video. It's Gren Maju Da Eiza. Gren Maju Da Eiza. La 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 la. Yeah, see. Anyways, I may can't say his name, but I like this guy. It's a really good card. This is a really good rogue deck. It's a lot of fun to play, and it can get you some wins in the tournament as long as you keep your head cool and play it right. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoyed this deck profile. Let me hear about your opinions on this thing. What you think of this deck? What we can do to improve it, make it better, make it crazier. I like doing crazy rogue decks. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Catch y'all in the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profile. Peace!